Hello everyone, it's that time again. I have two more channels for your enjoyment this time. Not so much the consideration part, but it's still there as well. Let's see what we got here. Today we have two channels that will... Wait, I'm not doing this any justice like this. Let's change it up, shall we?
Coming from the Great White North, we have Pro Wrestling Ontario. And from parts unknown, we have Defcon Pro Wrestling. Who will come out on top? Who will suffer the sting of defeat? Let's find out in today's match.
So first up, we have Defcon Pro Wrestling. Now, I don't have much to really go on about this whole organization. I don't know where they come from. All I do know is that they have a handful of videos and that they jumped on about August of 2020, so they're still relatively new. They got 43 subscribers, and I mean, compared to a lot of backyard organizations, these guys actually have a ring and have a fairly professional setup. Now, it doesn't showcase them having a crowd around them, and I assume that the other people there are either those who are supporting them directly or the other entertainers, but that's neither here nor there. They do have a small grouping and everything else, and they really get into it, costumes and everything. I mean, I actually was pleasantly surprised compared to like a lot of other groups that you might find on YouTube, which are literally in the backyard and not a whole lot of anything going on, just stuff that they have laying around the house and kind of making that happen, which is a noble thing all on its own. But I mean, these guys do go that distance to try to make something more of it. You know, they have their characters, they have their the costumes, they have the rink and everything. So I mean, it's all there, and it looks like they're kind of doing it out of a garage of the sort and everything else. And considering the time frame when the channel started up, I can only assume that this is due in part and parcel to everything kind of getting shut down and such. So, you know, you're making the best use of your time and kind of getting your angst and aggressions and stuff out in a very it's a very physical manner, but also a very productive manner. So you're not stuck just hating the world and being black-pilled like so many of us out here. So I would say that they actually have a bit more of a healthy mindset living at the moment, and I can appreciate that wholeheartedly. But I just wanted to bring these guys to the forefront, Defcon Pro Wrestling, because I think they kind of have something here, and that they can really take it beyond where it's at right now. They just don't have any real publicity to showcase them, and so I figure, hey, at this point, why not? I found these guys, I thought that this has potential, so let's put them up to the forefront here. So here you go, Defcon Pro Wrestling. If you're looking for like the backyard-ish type of semi-pro pro wrestling and everything else to kind of entertain yourself with, then check these guys out. They may actually be worth your time. So that being said, let's move on to the next one, shall we? And our second channel for the day is Pro Wrestling Ontario. They have about 182 subs. They've been around since February of 2018 and a handful of videos. Apparently, they're part of the Independent Wrestling TV. And you can get 20 days free by using their promo code back in the descriptions. Not that I'm trying to promote them that hard, but I mean, they got a good setup going on. A good intro, they got the guy who's speaking on the mic and everything else, giving the intro to each individual character, or should I say entertainer, coming out to regale the actual people that are there. I don't know. I mean, it kind of almost speaks for itself that I don't really need to go into too much detail, but it is actually kind of neat, kind of fun to see this. The interaction of the crowd with the entertainers going full costume and everything else, just getting right into it. I gotta say, it's actually quite impressive. It's like an honest-to-God semi-pro or professional group. So I know I'm probably not going to be shilling them nearly as long as I did the other groups, but I mean, let's be honest. If you want to really see something that looks good, compared to, like, again, most of the backyard groups, and pretty much on par with the previous channel that I've already just promoted. Yeah, Pro Wrestling Ontario actually has it. So I'm just surprised that they don't have more than what they already currently are possess in subscribers and viewers. 182 for a channel that's been around since 2018 does seem kind of small, but perhaps they just have a bigger audience that actually shows up for the independent wrestling TV. So I don't know, couldn't tell you. I'm not subscribed to them over there. Probably won't be subscribed to anyone on any TV anywhere anyways. But still, all in all, I think their channel could use a little bit more notoriety, or at least, help them out so they can have their livelihood. Much like the other guys, it's their livelihood, or at least it's something for them to get it all out, So there you go, Pro Wrestling Ontario. Well, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this little video, these two channels. If you're unawares of what we're doing this month and this month only, we're continuing promoting out small channels, micro, macro channels, and everything else, and trying to help each other get a leg up on the competition that is lording everything right on over us, because every time you try to look up a new channel, it's always gonna give you the larger channels until you've scrolled for about 3 weeks until you can get to the smaller channels that just don't get enough love, or any love whatsoever. So with that, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves out there. If you like what you see, then promote it out yourself, or subscribe, or both if you're really feeling generous. So with that, Merry Christmas everyone, and we'll see you around another day.